Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. TGIF, everybody. I hope that you guys are having a nice day. I realize that there is a lot going on. I said, let me take me a few minutes and run down what I saw yesterday really quick before I go on about my day. Honey, it is so cold around here. I woke up to it being like 9 degrees this morning. 9 degrees, snow on the ground, freezing cold. It's a lot going on, right? So I was like, honey, I need to come live, seeing as how what went on with me yesterday, right? So if you guys, hey, you guys in the sky, please hit the like button. Please share the video if you care, right? So anyway, y'all know I don't like to waste no time. Like I said, TGIF, let me get started, right? So yesterday, clearly there was a lot going on, right? So the thing I want to talk about, the first thing I want to talk about was the Dragons debacle and the fact that Dragons played herself, right? So, in case you got, I know everybody's seen it by now, but this is just my take on it. I hit Bizarro's link yesterday trying to give my take on it. I couldn't hardly finish my conversation with a big goofy bum uh, interrupting because she knows she was wrong and she got caught in the middle of her mess, right? But anyway, so King Roman News went live yesterday and he up here doing his show and all of this and all that. Dragons hits the link eventually, and when Dragons hit the link, he started asking her about her contest, right? Now, knowing full well nobody even would have been paying attention to this contest had not Bree and Pizarro been backing her behind this contest, and because they was backing her, people was trying to take her serious, about the contest, right? Because ever since she announced the contest and Bree and Pizarro decided to back her, it's been controversy. It's been one thing after another, right? But Dragons, girl, yesterday you played yourself. You hustling backwards, boo. Okay, let me tell you why you hustling backwards. You managed to get up on that panel and really feed into the drama, right? The way you feel in the drama was you got yourself played. You got yourself played by KRN because you didn't realize you was being a pawn in a much larger game, right? Until it was too late, or either you just didn't care, right? Because it also seemed like you was being thirsty, in my opinion, right? So number one, and you went over there, and King Romanu said that he just wanted to do him he just wants him to do him a little, I call it a little halftime show yesterday. That's what I was calling it, right? Because he said he didn't want to be in the contest. He didn't even bring up the fact of being a judge or anything like that. But he was wanting him to do a little karaoke performance, right? Then he goes on to explain that he felt like if he in the contest and Brian Pizarro was judging, he wouldn't have been judged fairly, right? And so it went from that. It went from him wanting to do a little, little halftime show to him explaining why he couldn't be in the actual contest to him being a judge. Now, when the subject came up about him being a judge, she was so giddy, honey. She about lost her mind. For a moment, she didn't care if Brie or Pizarro was gonna be a judge, honey. She was just worried about King Roman News, right? And I'm like, girl, at this point in time, you playing yourself. You showing your hand. You showing your true grimy colors, right? So now, let me say this on the side. I can't understand why grimy people get online. Now, we have seen several of them over here. These grimy people get online and think that it's not going to be obvious what they're doing, right? So she over there, and a whole lot of stuff got kicked off. A whole lot of back and forth. That sister panel, tells her all this and all of that. This whole time you act like you don't know you being played, stupid. Okay, but that's what you get because you stupid. Because you allow yourself to be played. Or like I said, or either you didn't care because you're grinding. So anyway, you thinking if you get KRN on board, you're going to get more support than you would get from Bree and Pizarro, right? Now, see, that's what you thought. That's why you was acting like that, right? Because if you would have thought that you was going to get more support from Ness and her crew, hey, Happy Life, how you doing? For more on her crew, then you would have been like, yeah, Neil, she could be a judge, you know what I mean? But you told Neil she couldn't be a judge because her and Bree and Pizarro, it kind of came up with it. They don't get along, and maybe next time. That ain't what you told KRN. Then you want to play dumb and act like you didn't know that KRN and a trifecta have had a long-standing beef. You want to try to act like you didn't know, but you did, curl girl, because you was clout chasing to get that contest of yours off the ground. Now I'm not sure. Hey Mickey, how you doing? I'm not even sure if you want the actual contest because here you are, right? You 2.5 minutes out from being a bum on the street, from sleeping on the beach, and wherever it is that you're supposed to be in Florida, to now allegedly having a place, and now you want to come online and put on a contest or whatever. You saying you put your $200 in, and now the pot is up to $300. I'm thinking, well, hold up, wait a minute. This heifer was just begging for somebody to buy her a bike, or begging for somebody to buy her, give her the money for a birth certificate, or exploiting the fact that she homeless and she really don't want no help from nobody else. All she wants is the money. She don't want a bike. She want the money for the bike. All of this and all scheming and scamming, doing all this and all that with Lemon. To I got $200 to put in the pot up to $300, and now I'm gonna have me a challenge, right? And so you wanted to take, but nobody would take you serious because I still don't take you serious because I'm thinking, well, hold up now, wait a minute. After all that, in light of all that I heard yesterday, is there really going to be a challenge, or does she just is she just trying to build up a pot, right? And then renege and keep the money, right? This is what I'm thinking. Hey, Big Al, how you doing? Have a good day. Y'all, please hit the like button, you guys in the clouds, and thank you guys for dropping down, honey. Please hit the video. Please hit the like button, child. I'm sorry. Share the video if you can. Hey, Max, but how you doing? Right? You see that thumbnail, Max? Girl, we gotta talk about that thumbnail. I ain't there quite yet. I gotta talk about stupid dragon domes first, right? But we gonna get to the thumbnail, right? So anyway, I'm not even sure if you're trying to goop the kids, right? I'm thinking you trying to goop the kids, because that's why, at the end of the day, when it all came down to it, you want to play stupid. Like I said, that you didn't know that the trifecta and KRN and crew had been into it. Oh, hey Deanna, how you doing, girl? Girl, have you seen this mess going on around here, child? You got bums like dragons. Child want to sit up on a counter and act like she's somebody. Now, mind you, she ain't the only bum that be delusional and trying to think they throw shots at people like they somebody. But girl, she the latest one, right? So anyway, like I said, I'm questioning it now. Dragons. If there's even going to be a challenge, right? If you're not going to back out at the last moment, take the money and run. Because that's what it sounded like to me at this point in time, right? Because you ain't so stupid that you don't know YouTube politics to the point that you know you was being played yesterday. You know that you was being made a fool of. It was so obvious that, honey, even Sean Bradley, honey, had to make a little quick video. That's how obvious things were yesterday, right? And why do you think I went over to Pizarro's channel to keep it hyped up, boo? Because I'm like, no, this helper didn't, child. No, LOL. That's why girl, listen, Deanna, child, it was a lot going on yesterday, right? And hold on for the Jay Wilson part, child, right? So anyway, okay, so she does that. Then KRN tells her to pretty much go over there. Because somebody came back and said that not only is the Brianna not doing being a judge now, because KRN is now a judge, right? Now Pizarro is not being a judge either, right? So he tells her to go to Pizarro's channel, and make it right, and then come back over there and report to him. Hey, Red Vines, how you doing? Hey, C-Mac TV. Catch me up, child. I'm trying to, Red Vines. I'm trying to, child. I say I had to take a minute and actually come live and make this video, right? She's supposed to be having a lip sync contest, right? So, mind you, she's 2.5 minutes allegedly off the street in her own apartment. Now, we've been seeing her scratching and surviving ever since she announced that she was homeless and needed a birth certificate, right? Scheming and lying and doing anything she can for funds, honey, for money. Don't they copy everything? Till she got $200, honey, to put in the pot to start off the pot. Now the pot up to $300 because she's supposed to have a lip sync contest, right? Child, it don't make no sense. But anyway, so she goes over. She goes over to they'll drag and drag. She deserved to be dragged. Ugh. Trail, the dope fiend. You got that right, Deanna. Okay, hey NYW girl, how you doing? Thank you, NYW, for listening to Clouds, child. So anyway, y'all. So she goes over to Pizarro's, right, Deanna? Right, NYWC Back TV. She goes over Pizarro's, right? She want to go over there to play a dummy. She gets over there. She act like she didn't know what was going on. She trying to act like she didn't know that KRN and his people was over there trying to stir up trouble. You know what I mean? Because she was acting real thirsty and she really didn't care nothing about Brianna. Thank you for renewing, NYW girl. You've been a member so long. I really appreciate your support, NYW. I really do. Thank you so much, child. Right. And so she go over there, like she playing dumb diddy dumb. She don't know what I didn't know y'all was into it. I didn't know this and I didn't know that. Basically trying to nigga explain, right? So I was like, no, she didn't. I said, well, let me go up here and be messy, right? So I hits the pounder, yeah. Now, y'all know I don't be hitting these pounders all the time. I have hit Pizarro's pounder a couple of times because I'm like, whatever, I mean, it's 2026. Y'all know I'll be changing it up, right? Oh, yeah, thank you so much, NYW. I really appreciate you, like I said. And so I hits the pounder and I start questioning her. First, I told Pizarro, I was like, Pizarro, she is playing in your face pretty much. You need to go over there and watch that video for yourself because this dope thing, in the words of Deanna, is over here trying to act like she didn't know what was going on. Over there trying to make it seem like when King Roman News, said that he was on board, she didn't care nothing about Brianna and Pizarro no longer judging at the time because she felt like the clap was going to be bigger. Possibly the money was the pot was going to grow larger if King Roman News was involved, right? The whole time your dumb ass not realizing that you really shooting yourself in the foot. You really sabotage your own channel, honey, or your own pot. Because, like I said, at this point in time, girl, I'm side eyeing if you were ever gonna have a contest in the first place, or if you was just gonna take the pot money and run. Hey, Robin Love, that's what I'm thinking now. Is having a leap switch up, right, Mickey? And so, oh yeah, we ain't got to that part, hey, Mickey. So anyway, she over there. I hit the link. I done said what I done said. Now she don't like what I'm saying because I'm being real messy and I'm telling her the truth, right? How you gonna act like you didn't know that they was all into it, right? How you gonna act like you wasn't trying to pretty much push them by the wayside after King Romanu saying that he was gonna now be a judge, right? How you gonna act like you didn't know that he was being messy? Right? How you gonna act like it, right? And how you gonna act like that? Oh no, it's still us, Pizarro and Brianna and blah blah blah. I just didn't know it got that deep. I was like, it was nauseous, right? Child, right. So, Pastor said he having a heartbreaking challenge. The winner is who break her. Oh, child, we ain't even got to that. When KRN joined, I knew they was gonna do it. Well, I mean, he knew that. He knew that was. I mean, if you got eyes, and you've been in the beef sector for a while, you know what I mean? You knew it was gonna go down, just like Dragon's dumbass. I realized that this is her brain on drugs. You know what I mean? But she ain't her brain ain't so far gone that she can't scam the girls, that she can't goop the people. Okay, and that's what I'm thinking she was trying to do now, right? But like I said, in the process of the goopery and the effery and the shade of it all, honey, she's shooting herself in the foot because I can't see how now nobody is wanting to take this challenge seriously. Okay, so girl, is your pot gonna grow or not? Okay, girl, that's what I'm wanting to know because you played it wrong yesterday. But anyway, oh, I forgot to take this thing down. Right, hold on, anyway. So we up there, and then okay, like I said, right. So this is the reason why, the other reason why I'm doing this content today. This girl, KRN basically showed them how weak they are. Well, he wouldn't have been able to do that if Dragons wouldn't have been going for it. Do you see what I'm saying? And she didn't care after she, like I said, after she got KRN on board, honey, she didn't care. But she wanna act like she didn't know what was going on. That's what was getting me. So anyway, like I said, I hit the link. I was like, girl, you know you wrong, girl, you know you lied, Pizarro, you need to, you know, go listen to the video yourself, you know, how she trying to play, right? And so she up there, she talking all over people. Cause girl, we know you don't have no self control. Like I said, because it is your brain on drugs, honey. You don't have no self control. You don't have no common sense. You don't even know how to run away with a bag properly, right? Because if you did, you would have shot yourself in the foot like it, dummy. Okay. So anyway, and I feel like if you were serious about this competition, you wouldn't have been moving the way that you was moving in the first place, right? That's how I feel about it, y'all. Right. So anyway, Sandra and Red Vines. So she over talking, over talking, right? And I'm being calm. Y'all know I don't like to argue with these people no more, right? I be trying to keep my cool. The reason why I don't like to hit pound as much is because I don't want somebody to say something that's gonna tick me off and send me over the edge. Now I try to be a kinder, gentler oracle, but you can say the wrong thing and you can tick me off, right? And that's what happened yesterday, right? I have to listen to a video. I didn't know that part. Yeah, she doing way too much Red Vines. Hey Jill, how you doing? Right. So anyway, y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video if you could. So anyway, she up there, she says, so we going back and forth and I'm cool. I'm getting a good little kiki. I ain't cussing, I ain't hollering. You know, she losing it up there, right? Just cause I'm giving my opinion, right? And then she says, that's why your channel irrelevant. I said, what she say? Now y'all know I don't even be on. I am not even consistent enough, nor do I make videos enough for my channel, whether it's or not. My channel is relevant for people that have been in the sector for a while and they know who I am and how I move and what I have to say, right? And how I say it, right? And how I give my commentary. Now I don't want to know what this bum is talking about, right? But she said that. I was like, oh, okay. Child, I love that Carol is willing to help dragons shows character. Child talent, that ain't what he was trying to do, honey. Okay, he was making dragons a pawn to get at the crew, to get at the trifecta. That's what he was doing, right? And she's stupid enough, that big dummy fell for it, and that's on her. Now that's what he was trying to do. Now I don't know what in the world you saw, but let me tell you right now, he wasn't trying to be helpful, honey. Okay, he was trying to be messy and he succeeded. And it's the beef sector, just let me say, like I said, I listened to Sean Bradley's video, and Sean Bradley is absolutely right. Okay. He made he played it the right way. And it ain't nobody fault that stupid dragons fell for it. Girl, you fell for the whole okie doke. That's why I said you shot yourself in the foot. But you did a good job of falling for the whole. So anyway, thank you. So anyway, yeah, she said that about the oracle. I'm like, no, this here for this. So I'm so irrelevant now. I'm Crystal's up there, right? I'm so irrelevant that your whole name is because of me, right? Now, when she called herself the Dragon's Zone, like I told the new people, because a lot of the new people don't know that I used to call myself the Dragon, right? Still do from time to time. I know I love the dragons. I call my nieces, honey, and my nephews my baby dragons and all of this and all of that, right? So, Deanna said, I have a question. Who TF, who the fuck is dragging to have anything and don't have an idea about skin? Thank you, Deanna. Thank you. This heifer right here. Now all of a sudden she trying to act like she's somebody. I said the unmitigated gall of this heifer to go there with me. Okay, so my mind clicked out, for a little quick minute. Okay, you go out to red ball to that part. This red ball till you see me up on the live, right? Red vines, so you can hear it for yourself, right? I said the unmitigated gall of this heifer to get up here and try to sound like she's somebody. Girl, you have been irrelevant clearly all your life with your beach bum sleeping arse, okay? With your selling booty tail, which probably you ain't got even a place of your own right now that you telling the people. It's probably a goop right there. You probably stand with some man that you giving services to, and either took you off the street for a couple of days. Really, that's probably what's going on. While you got people thinking, "Oh, I got my own place to stay. Now I got my $200 for a challenge." Blah blah blah. Well, like I said, girl, you sound like you trying to goop the kids anyway. You trying to run off with the bag, child. Dragon's trying to do a Nika a money grab and keep the money. If y'all would have got right, that's what I'm thinking, right? And so anyway, let me read this. What I don't understand is how she's single, with no children and still broke. How she's single with no kids and still and homeless. Everybody and how you can come online, you can do all this and all this chicanery, you can dance up and down for hours and hours and hours, but you can't dance your ass to a job, you can't dance your ass to a place to stay, you can't dance yourself into a life. Girl, stop, okay? It has to be mental or both, okay? Child, who the hell is giving dragons anything is my point. Well, child, I mean, they was kind of warming up to the situation because she said the pot went from $200 of her own money that she said she put in to $300, right? So they was starting to warm up, to the idea, right? Chad said, I'm so sick of the big. Right. So anyway, you Chad and say I had to check her real fast. Because I was like, girl, the reason why you got your whole name, you so unoriginal. And like Deanna said, they always copying off of somebody, right? So now you want to do a lip sync channel, right? Been there, done it, right? Deanna, I'm telling the truth, right? I asked who the treasurer is, and did it ain't no treasurer, it ain't nobody but her, child. It ain't nobody but her. $200 of her own money, child. $200, Deanna girl. That's what she said, Deanna. I was like, yeah, right. Okay. You down here begging for $10, $20 to get you a birth certificate or get you a pair of pants so you can go because Target been holding a job for you for about a month, and we know that don't happen, right? Cause you on the street, but you need your pants, you need your birth certificate, to get the job. And while y'all at it, can y'all get me another bike? I don't want y'all to mail me the actual bike, right, and put it in an Amazon locker. I want y'all to just give me the money, cause I can get me a used bike down here, and I don't have to wait to get it out in the locker. That's the chick they talking about, right? The lies these druggies tell. You got that right. I agree with that. That chick right there, that one right there, Deanna, right? I'm the one that's irrelevant, but you got your names from me calling myself the Dragon in the Thunderdome, right? That's why you call yourself Dragonstone, girl. I guess that's why you try to come up with something original, right? And we did have this conversation before, bitch. And every time you come for me, I'm gonna keep reminding of it, bitch, because you the one that's irrelevant, bitch. You don't even have your own name for yourself. Okay? She the baddest motherfucker to ever get hurt. Right, right. She's so special that they gonna hold the targets is gonna hold her spot because they want her so bad. No matter how long it take her to get what she need to apply for the job, to get the requirements for the job. She's so special. They're gonna wait for her, right? Mm. The girl that can't even buy herself a meal and talking about a car. Exactly. And she done put $200 in the pot, but she can't even buy herself a meal, like you said. Only thing she down here begging for is some dope and some dang on alcohol. Okay, but you that girl that's got $200 extra to put in a pot to put on a lip sync challenge. You that girl, right? Okay. Okay. Right view begging for us to help her get out of these so she can get child. Tell you that talking child, the talking. It be the audacity, the unmitigated gall of some of these broke down, unkept, dusty, worthless, homeless, mentally ill, delusional helpers. Okay? That's the reason why I don't even hardly like to come live no more, Deanna, because I don't want to have to tell them about themselves, right? She must have already got that target job, but she got the 200,000. Girl, I guess after all this time, it's done took about, what, a year to finally clock in? Child, I'm done with the begging. I go the other way. Get a job. I know that's right, Tanner. I know that's right. So anyway, yeah, I said she got the nerve to try to come for me. So Deanna, she had the nerve to try to come for me, and I had to remind her who she was. Okay, you trash bucket, you trash bag girl. Are you okay? Are you all right? Child, the entitlement of all the beggars uh always amazes you. It amazes me too. When these dusty helpers trying to get down here, and I don't know what they be doing in their mind. Like, I don't even think they think it's nothing wrong with the way that they live or the way that they are for real. And so they cool with it. And they want everybody else to be cool with it. And everybody else to fall for the finesse. I tell you, I told y'all it's something about these people. Some of these people that live in Florida or done lived in Florida or come from Florida or are now staying in Florida. I don't know if it's the water. I don't know if it's the too much salt coming off the ocean. But honey, some of these helpers is clearly delusional. Okay. Charlie, you're the clock in, right? I'm glad it happened like it did. She shouldn't be hosting anything enough of a yeah, child, exactly, right. Child, my banner is still Lord, it sure is. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, anyway, that just let me try to get it down, right? That just tripped to me out. I said, no, she didn't, but that's okay. Let me remind her who exactly it is that she talking to. Okay, you worthless piece of crap. I slipped a nerve of this helper. Girl, you so stupid and you don't have enough self-control to even pull off your own scam properly, boo. That's how basic you are. Okay? Child. Florida is full of hustling. She better get in like she exactly. I guess she a finesse 2.0, right? Child, you know they like the finesse around here. We got several examples, child. Okay, several examples, right? So anyway, that's what happened with that. Now at the end of the day, I don't know if and while we over there before she got to, she was getting mad at this point in time, right, Deanna? So at one point in time, now this happened before me and her got into it, or either after, whatever. Brianna gets up there, she's asking her questions, they having to talk. She calls Brianna a bitch, right? I said, no, she didn't. Child, her map got her in trouble again. She go farther if she displays exactly. Exactly. Hey, Mickey, a lot of them will go further if they display some humbleness. Okay, and she one of them broke back mountain hoes that ain't got enough enough sense to be humble. Okay, child. Olivia, we getting to the 20s. Yes, child. Oh, in Alabama, you getting to the 20s, child. I woke up to 9 degrees, child. Don't mean to change the subject, but just yes, honey, yes, child. I woke up and it was 9 degrees, child. I was like, oh my god. Ooh, guess I'll be in there. I'm finna change, but I'm finna change furniture around. That's what I'm finna do. Okay. It's so cold outside. Y'all know I don't do the snow, so yeah. Bigums is B or LOL, but it don't make hold on. But it don't make sense if she needed breathe. Well, I mean, yeah, she did because she know nobody wasn't gonna pay attention. Wasn't gonna put nothing in the pot over there. Okay, like Lovely T says, it's something. It's got to be something in the water in Florida, cause baby, yes, it's too cold. Oh my god. We have a cold chill in California right now. Child, I can't believe it, Tanner. So anyway, let me tell you. So anyway, she calls Brianna a B. And then she try to say, we just play like that, Brianna. We act like that all the time and go back and forth and all of this and all of that, blah, 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 right? Knowing you called that girl a B. You called that girl a B because of what she was saying. And then your punk ass try to walk it back. I said, no, she didn't. I said, no, she didn't. Sure. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Anyway, so after that, it was what it was on the panel. I kind of left early after I got down because I was multitasking at the time. How you doing, Miss Sugar Plum? Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video, right? Uh, so, Laura asked Brianna if she was gonna go live, right? So evidently, Brianna had a chance to go look at the KRN video, right? So she heard what was going on her own self, right? And so Brianna goes live, and she didn't stay live long, because she said she didn't feel good. Y'all know the flu is real bad, right? I'm trying to stay away from that flu, chat, because it ain't no joke this year. I think that it is the flu laced with COVID. That's what I think. I think it's a new strand because of COVID, but that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? And so I'm so excited. Let me sit my fast horse down and wait, child. And so I bet you not used to a red line, child. It is other level cold, ain't it? I'm like, oh my God. It's uh it's cold. It's so cold. It's affecting my bones. Okay. Just let me say that on the side note. But anyway, y'all hit the like, but be sure to video if you can. So anyway, Brandon goes live, right? And she's talking about, what was going on with what was oh, I thought you about to say Bree was pregnant. No, I was not about to say that, Linda. I was saying Brianna went live after Pizarro because evidently Brianna went over there and heard the video for herself. I kept telling Pizarro to go over there and hear the video for herself because Dragons was lying her butt off. Oh, and then let me say this before I forget. So we over there talking, right, to Dragons and about what was going on. And hey, Lou 44. At one point in time, honey, Pizarro blanked out. She crashed all the way out, and she was going in on Ness, honey, on BitterNess. She was going in on BitterNess, child. I mean, she dragged her from the rooter to the tutor and from the tutor to the rooter. She blanked out. Okay. She blanked out on the Nest, the KRN, the whole situation. She blanked out on it. I don't know if she felt like they got the best of her with the dragon situation. I don't know what happened, but she blanked out, honey. I don't know if it's something that she heard BitterNess say or KRN say. I don't know what it was, but she blanked out at one point in time. I was like, dang, she drugged them helpers for about 15, 20 minutes straight without taking a breath. Okay. I was like, baby, she done blanked out on her, right? So anyway, she was upset for real. I mean, you can't do that kind of drag because this done happened to me before where my head then turned around like the exorcist in the past, Deanna, especially when it was a beef sector, like when I was going in it with whoever, like a Phi Baby, somebody in the old days. Honey, I will admit that, honey, I done blanked out a couple of times and my head just spin around like the exorcist. And honey, I did what Pizarro did yesterday, okay? Because she blanked the freak out, okay? What they say, she crashed all the way out. She went in, okay? But it was deserved. I don't blame her. She just didn't go in on dragons like she should have went in on dragons. Because that's what she should have been on. Because if dragons wouldn't have been over there acting so thirsty and so desperate, uh, um, no, Deanna, Pizarro drug him. She blacked out, right? Because I think she felt embarrassed because of how Dragons was moving, right? And it really, if Dragons weren't moving the way that she was moving, okay, it wouldn't have been all of this. Because Dragons tried to act like she didn't know what was going on, right? And they was really trying to help her, and it was real shady. That's what Sean Brady was talking about. Girl, you have no integrity, girl, and that's why I think you was gonna try to run off with the bag anyway. Dragons, you ain't got no $200 to put in the pot. You was just gonna worry about who was gonna get your money up in that pot so you can run off with it, right? So you feel like Bree and Pizarro wouldn't get your money up there like you needed it, but KRN and his people sure was gonna get your money up. So you kind of kicked them to the wayside. That's what the man was talking about. You not have no integrity, girl. Okay, you call yourself finessing over there. You call yourself running a good game. But I was like, hold up, I gotta think about this, right? Do she really? I mean, this broke bum. Okay, at the point in time when they saying when you saying you don't put 200 of your dollars in the pot, and you still probably sleeping on the beach. And if you sleeping on it in the house right now, it's cause you selling something, and it ain't moon pies, bitch. Okay, you in the house temporarily. Cause you twerking on something, honey. You twerking on a tallywhack around there. So you got a roof over your head for a couple of days, okay? Now that's what I think is going on. And after a while, we be going to you right back outside in the middle of the night doing videos after your time is up, okay? Child, she didn't say how much she was gonna pay the judges. Child, Jags would have fell off her bike and got hurt and can't do the contest. Do y'all want y'all money back? Right, right. Well, we know how it go. Right. Chow moon pies. It's as clean as I can say it, Lou. It's as clean as I can say it. Y'all have y'all have Mother's Day. I'm about to give. Oh, okay. You have a good day, Linda. Thanks for dropping down. Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video. Okay. Anyway, um. And so anyway, Brianna was telling what she thought about it. You know what I mean? She felt like it was shady, which she was supposed to, because I do feel like they was generally trying to support her. And Pizarro even mentioned yesterday, have they been supporting her, since she started up her little rinky dink channel, you know what I mean? Trying to show her some grace. I guess they felt sorry for her or whatever. And then she would turn around and do this on them. Because she is a grimy arse heifer, a dusty feet, a sandy foot, sandy body girl. We saw your mugshot. We know you a sandy body bitch, okay? With all that grit in between your crack. That's why you can't do nothing right, heifer. Okay? I'm no joke. How you? Good morning. I hardly keep up with what's going on now, but what was told Dragons on Pizza Panel and this drop in the chat and telling Dragons go on KRM panel because he was live. Well, I mean, I think that was the second time because he the one sent her over there. You know what I mean, to try to make it right. You know what I mean, to come back and report to him. Child, by the time she dropped down and tried to go back over there, I think he done ended his life. Okay, because he done sent you out far enough, girl. He was even trying to look at you on his panel because his work was done. After you done blew up the whole contest, child, his work was done. Okay. So Miss O. She's not selling moon pies, Lord. I haven't heard that over the year. Child, that's the clearest way I can put it. Okay, Edna? Child. That's the most decent way I can put it, okay? If you know, you know, Edna. If you know, you know, girl. So anyway, uh, with her dusty self. I said the nerve of this helper. Child, yeah, he sent her over there. He sent her straight out. But she was straight sent out anyway. Well, she played herself. She thought she was being cute, but she wasn't being cute at all. I guess she thought she was fooling somebody. Like, yeah, that's the reason why she was going off. Yeah, he set it out. That's right. And he did what he was supposed to, just like Sean Bradley said. I mean, she was willing to be that pawn. You know what I mean? In order to build that pot so she can run off with it. Okay? She's willing to do anything. She don't care. Like she done screwed Lemon over several times. We done seen it, and he was the one trying to help her at first. You know what I mean? She ended up screwing him over. Why would we think that she mind screwing over Bree or Pizarro? Like she done screwed him over, and that supposed to be her brother at one time and this, that, the other. Okay. She ended up giving him her moon pie to kiss, or what make us think she wouldn't do the same thing for Bree and Pizarro. Okay, trying to make that pot bigger. She said she gonna do her big one in 2026, honey. She gonna build that pot up by any means necessary, child, and she gonna run off with it. Okay, lay low for a little quick minute and come back. That's what I'm thinking. After all of this yesterday, because I had to get down off of that channel, and after I listened to Brianna, and I was like thinking about it, I'm like, hold up. why would she try to act like she didn't know what was going on? And she would make it so obvious that she really didn't care at the end of the day. Nothing about Brio Pizarro. Why would you burn all those bridges? Oh, it's because you're trying to build that pot up, right? Mm. Dragons was to be included with with the cool kids, no matter who it is. She wants to be included. Honey, let me tell you something. She wanted them cool kids, them quote unquote cool kids to come over there and build up her pod. In my opinion, I'm no joke. That's what she wanted. Okay? By any means necessary, honey. She was trying to build up that pot at the end of the day. That's what I felt like. That's why she didn't care who she had to throw under the bus at the end of the day, long as it was gonna build her pot up. But the only person she threw under the bus was her little basic ashy self. That's who she threw under the bus. Okay, and that would be a fool. Whoever is putting money in that pot to put any more in there. Okay, because she just run the game, in my opinion. But time will tell. You know what I mean? Time will tell. Okay, child. Mm-mm. So anyway, Brianna dissected it. She said what she had to say real quick. I forgot what else she had to say, and y'all know I don't be taking notes. But anyway, she let Dragons know that, girl, I know what you was trying to do, and it wasn't working, right? And now I ain't fooling with you. Okay, Bizarro said she ain't fooling with you. KRN and his crew and all of his people really ain't fooling with your dumb butt either. Because they were just sending you out and you was allowing them to send you out and make a fool out of yourself. Right? And then, okay, let me go back to Pizarro's real fast, and then I'm gonna move it right along to Passa Lemon and all of them, right? Because I got to go in a few minutes. But anyway, I please hit the like, but please share the video if you could, right? So while we over there, Krista jumps on the panel and says that announces that, child, I am now having me a just Blaze said, I try to tell her to stay off links, reminding us of her potential scams, right, in plays. If she was really trying to get that pot up, I'ma just mind my business. Was she too stupid to follow that type of advice? Because that was some good advice, just Blaze. She too stupid to do that. Y'all please hit the like button. Shut up, video of it. She too stupid to do that. You know she basic. Okay. Hey, Rennie TV. We know she a basic, dumb, stupid hoe. Okay. Look how she treated Lemon, and he was her cash cow. Exactly. Exactly. What make us think that she gonna treat Brianna and them any different? Okay, after all that we seen her do to Lemon. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Hey, just Andrew. She is nasty. Ugh. Okay. And I'm like, ugh, girl, please. But anyway, so what I was trying to say was, yeah, Krista hits the link over there because I want to say it, but I'm doing me a a lip sync, whatever you call it, karaoke lip sync, channel the same night. And I was like, oh no, she didn't. That is real shady, right? Pinky Pink said, Miss O, did you hear JW last night? Channel, I'm trying to get to it. After getting money from the subbies for his water system. He admitted his home. I did hear that part about his home had a warranty and I did. Yes, I heard him say that. I don't know if nobody else heard it, but yeah, I heard it. Yeah, me and you heard it, Pinky Pink. I heard it, girl. I did. I did. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, I hate to say, when Dragons wanted to do a competition, it was going to blow up. Well, she didn't even. I don't even think it was going to get to the competition part. She wanted to run off with the bag. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm no joke. That's what I feel was going to happen. She's going to run off with the bag. The only competition I'm putting money towards is Big Brenda's High Heel. Yeah, that's a legit challenge. You know what I mean? But that clown, hold on, y'all. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna have to do this. This is gonna mess my whole thing up. I done logged myself off and right now I have. Oof, my 600. Damn. Uh, what is the point in there? That's how I'm. Oh man, what am I doing? Oh, what is the point about the damn substitution? Oh, oh, okay. I ain't worried about that. Is that what that was? No, that didn't. Thank you. Mm, mm, mm. God damn it. Oh, Lord, can y'all hear me the whole time? Lord, I must. Can y'all hear me? I'm back, y'all. I had to take care of something like really important. I remember one person saying it, but I'm not calling names. Let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Chad, I'm sorry about that, y'all. It's because I'm never going to be a competent. Okay. You have a point. Yeah, yeah. Okay, on competition. Okay, I'll stop that channels. Right, no Joe. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I don't think it was never going to be a competition. He told us about him scamming the folks a while ago about his water system. It went by folks' heads. I mean, I heard what he said. You know what I mean? I sure did. How they let that grown behind man keep scamming them like that. Child, they giving their money away at this point in time. He ain't got to scam them. They're giving it away. Thank you. You said semantics. I remember once percent, but I'm not calling names. I just know I heard it. I don't know if it's a scam because people are willingly giving. Right, right. And he's saying and showing what he's been. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So that's why viewers said semantics. Yeah, semantics, but you're right. Thank you for letting me know that y'all can hear me. So anyway, I let it happen yesterday. What I stopped on the part that Oh yeah, Krista said she having her a challenge now, y'all. I don't know if she was just being messy up there yesterday or if she was being for real, but she said she having her a challenge the same day and the same time as dragons, as dumb dragons. Puff the stupid dragon is supposed to be having her competition, which I actually think it wasn't gonna be no competition. She just gonna run off with the bag. Okay. And so anyway, Krista said she have on her one. She don't know what if the pot is yet. She asked Brian Pizarro to be her, a judge on her challenge. I don't know if it's gonna come to fruition. I don't know what's gonna happen, right? But that was real, real messy. Now, yesterday I was like, girl, you was wrong for that. You being spiteful, right? Now, I don't believe nothing Chris is saying. I do believe she was being spiteful and it was kind of out of order. But like Sean Bradley said, and I agree with him in retrospect, okay, if the beef sector, you supposed to be messy like that. Because she started talking bad about, Krista, wanting to be in her contest, girl. But how you gonna try to talk shady about anybody wanting to join your contest when ain't nobody really paying no attention to you anyway, right? People are nuts, right, Brenda? She can't have a challenge. She can't even hold her head up in her. But anyway, just to say she having one, but we're gonna have to wait and see, child. We're gonna have to wait and see. But I agree with Sean Bradley in retrospect. Crystal, that's what you were supposed to do. Whatever. Don't nobody care about dragons or what scam she got going on at this point in time anyway. So do you, girl? But if you're gonna have you one for real, okay. Because I don't believe this so-called competition coming from dragons is ever gonna come to fruition, in the first place, y'all, as I move on to the next sector. Because we know that bum helper ain't got no 200 extra dollars to put in no pot, okay? Anyway, for her own self, right? But we're gonna have to see. Maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Dragons girl. Prove me wrong, girl. Have your competition, girl. Ain't kind to me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You old Blake don't do all the singing. I mean, if she does do a challenge, I'll beat her. Oh, okay. Yeah, we gonna see. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. But the way she moving don't seem like she gonna have no challenge for real to me, child. I don't know. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger, but we gonna have to see. But y'all moving right along, because I'm running out of time. So the next thing I got on the docket is hey Miss Me, I heard someone was paying piece of 150. Yeah, not to do Christmas competition. That's what they were saying yesterday. Paying her 150 not to be a judge, but Brianna said yeah, she'll be a judge for it. Mm-hmm. Cause she trying to pay Dragons back. But the way the Dragons was moving, and she said, yeah, I'll be a judge. I'll be a judge for Christmas competition. But we're gonna have to see if any of these competitions come to fruition. Okay, that's what we're gonna have to see. Right? Time will tell, right? Time will tell. So let's talk about lemon, Passa, and bitterness. Okay? I'm talking about just Crystal bitter. Oh, okay, go ahead, whatever. All right. All right. She said she was gonna do it. You know what I mean? Time will tell, like I said. So anyway, uh, I was listening to Jay Wilson uh last night and early this morning, right? So I'm in there. He clicks on, and I forget what the title of the video was. I was like, let me click on it. Ain't really nobody really talking about nothing, and see what's going on with Jay Wilson, right? Because you know how you get up and you whatever, right? So Jay Wilson gets on there talking, and he said, now I heard a little bit of that video that he did when Lemon was on his channel, right? So he was talking about, going to Lemon's channel to return, the favor of Lemon coming to his channel, whatever, right? And he was asking asking his people if he should go, over there or not, right? Some of them were saying yeah, others were saying no. But anyway, evidently he went over there, and I went to try to find a video, and unless the video is back up, unless Lemon's video is back up, since I came live, the video was once again taken down, right? So, but anyway, Jay Wilson went over there. He went live. The reason why he went live after he came from over there is because bitterness got up there, and they got into it, right? And he was talking about how he feel bad, because he had to get into it with bitterness. But Jay Wilson, did you know that was gonna happen? So he was asking the people, do they think it was a setup? Some people were saying it was a setup and all of this and all that. Jay Wilson, I honestly think the only setup originally was that Lemon was gonna use you for content like you was using him for content, right? But we know when you add bitterness in a scheme, now we all know that bitterness, since the time of Craig, bitterness has been obsessed with Jay Wilson. Okay. Now, Jay Wilson, why would you think, and why would even Lemon think that bitterness is gonna let y'all have any kind of relationship? Okay. Because at this point in time, the whole infatuation that bitterness has with Jay Wilson is starting to feel uncomfortable to me. Okay? Because she been on him for years since Craig. Okay? And y'all need to start asking yourself why, if you can say that y'all don't think Roll will be safe, or Honest Roll will be safe meeting Brian. Yeah, what y'all need to be asking yourself is, would Jay Wilson be safe meeting up with Craig, aka Bitterness? That's what y'all need to be asking yourself. Because after all of these years, it's starting to feel uncomfortable. Okay? So anyway, Jay Wilson decides to go to Lemon's channel last night. Okay? And so evidently they're over there they're having a conversation. He's on there, talking to another girl named Tiffany. I think he said her name was. Because, like I said, I heard what he said happened over there, right? And I went to look at the video. The video was down, right? So, anyway, unless it went back up since I've been online. So, he's over there explaining what happened. He's like, he was trying not to go there, with bitterness, aka Craig. But, Jay Wilson, don't you realize that BitterNess was going not she was not going to be able to let you and Lemon have any type of online relationship as far as content goes. I mean, that was not going to happen with BitterNess, honey. JW told Lemon that he knows um what to expect, and he won't blame him for who he gets on the panel. Then went back to his panel and blamed when he lost the fight. Well, child, honestly, JW needed something new to have content. Right on, JW isn't innocent. No, he not innocent. That's why I was saying, he wanted content for his channel. Lemon wanted content for his channel. Do you see what I'm saying? One hand, washing up. Now we know when it come to Jay Wilson, when it come to the pastor, he all about his content. Okay, and he mean it when he say ain't no friends on YouTube, right? But he thinking, hey, Ronnie Howard, okay, I can get some content out of Kim. He can get some content out of me. Okay, but then you got bitterness over here that wasn't gonna let that happen. Okay. Right, they was trying to use each other for content. It's no shame in it. I don't think it was a secret. You know what I mean? Not in my mind that they was gonna use each other for content. Right? Some of these folks donating the things they don't even have. Ooh, Vila Shay. Ooh, child, ain't that the truth? Mm-mm. Yeah, they was trying to use each other, but see, they couldn't get to the point, lady, until using each other. Because Craig had to step in because Craig is obsessed with Jay Wilson and she is running Lemon. Okay, now Lemon is kissing Craig's butt because he don't want his channel taken down, right? So he pretty much got to do what Craig say do, or he ain't gonna have no peace on his channel. But Lemon, what you don't understand is Craig, honey, is systematically destroying your online situations one by one. Okay, she done destroyed your relationship with Tracy. She done destroyed your relationship with Pizarro. Now, mind y'all, these ain't, when I say relationship, I'm using the term loosely. I'm talking about people that hit his link and they go back to their channel and make content or whatever. That's what I'm talking about, right? And so, uh, I can't believe that I was looking for the video as well. But according to the comments, Nest asked to remove it. Oh, really? Or it was removed due to yeah. I just figured it was removed. You know what had happened, right? And but no, I didn't notice she asked to have it removed or whatever. I don't know, but anyway, Krista got mad because she don't want to show nothing. But oh, girl, Vita Shay, we don't went past that now. So anyway, so uh, what I didn't hear you talking about, Jay Wilson, was the fact that Craig is obsessed with you. Okay, she was not gonna let you and Lemon have any type of working relationship with one another because she is that controlling and obsessive. Like I said, it's starting to be uncomfortable. Okay, Lemon don't listen to anyone. He says it all the time. He wants to stir up something that was in on purpose. Child, maybe so. It was a little content for him, but still, he would have did it. He would have had a relationship with Jay Wilson. They would have did some content together more than last night. You see what I'm saying? But bitterness threw a wrench in that monkey. Okay. So anyway, she's over there. He's trying to ignore whatever. They finally get into it, right? He come back to his channel, like I said. But I ain't heard Jay Wilson and all of that conversation that he was having, and people saying that he was set up. Now he did say that Craig said that she had a conversation earlier in the day with the lemon. Of course she did. Cause she wasn't gonna let y'all wasn't gonna be able to sit on that panel over there and have no peace. That was not gonna happen. So she done had the conversation with him, you know what I mean? And the setup part was she done told him that, when he come on, I'm gonna drag his butt. That's what she done told Lemon. And of course Lemon, cause he's scared of her. Okay, cause she running the show when it comes to his channel. Everything he can say is okay. So when she hit the link, he already know what's gonna happen. So if they want to call that a setup, okay, I agree. That part was a setup. But I do believe that he wanted to do content with Jay Wilson, okay? Because it would have benefited both of them, right? But like I said, bitterness was not gonna have that. Okay. So anyway, Pastor was planning to go to Vegas with Lemon. I don't think he was ever gonna go on no Vegas trip with Lemon, child. Okay, and bitterness even done destroyed that. JW been cussing his butt off. Since the summer 2025, he is not the child. He is not the same. I agree, lady. Too. Not because of that cussing, but child, the way that he moving. But anyway, uh, yeah, but anyway, that's why I don't think he lined up Jay. No, I don't think he did either. Because he wanted to do content. But see, after Ness called him on the phone, because she felt some kind of way because she is bitter and she is jealous and she is not going to let him do anything on his channel that she don't want done. Okay, see where you messed up at is you start fooling with her again. Okay, y'all hit the like button, share the video if you could, right? Well, you messed up, Lemon, is you let her back in the door. Okay? But I know why you let her back in the door, honey. You let her back in the door, honey, because you wanted your channel to stop being struck. Because you want to have some peace over there. And it don't matter how many times or how many people want to try to explain away the fact that her flag team and her was flagging you along with a lot of other people. And clearly she was the main one because you done cow down to her because you don't want you to, because you know that she was the one that was destroying your channel. Okay? It don't matter how she want to try to act like she didn't want to go on limitation, okay, because she was not going to be satisfied until she found her way on limitation, okay? Because she feel like that was due to her, okay? She wasn't gonna be satisfied until she start controlling you again, honey. At least to after limitation. Now, when limitation is over, if there's going to be an actual limitation, which there has to be now, okay, she just gonna throw you by the wayside again, right? In my opinion, that's what I think. But anyway, right, Max. I don't think he wasn't lined up by Lemon. Okay, but I do believe that's what she said. She had called Lemon and they had talked about it earlier because she don't want him and she don't want Lemon and Jay Wilson, doing content, getting content off of each other together because she is obsessed with Jay Wilson and she is controlling Lemon. She can't stand Lemon. Okay, but she just using them right now, at least until after limitation is over with. But in the meantime, in between time, she is systematically destroying his YouTube relationships. That's where I was. I was trying to get back to that. She destroyed Tracy and his working relationship. She destroyed like I said, Pizarro and them and his, working, relationship. Now, all they doing is getting content off of one another. Okay, that's what we do in the B sector, though. Okay, we make content off of one another. Okay, so what's the big deal about him and Jay Wilson doing the same thing? It ain't no big deal to me. I'm making content about all of them right now. It's just content. It's the content, but she don't want him and Jay, she was not going to be able to stomach him and Jay Wilson being cordial and Jay Wilson sitting on his counter all the time. And then she tried to make it seem like Jay Wilson wanted lemon numbers, right? Jay Wilson got his own flock of people over there. He don't need lemon numbers. He don't need lemon for nothing. But if he want to make it some extra content so he can make him some extra coins, then okay, that's what he's going to do. Jay Wilson know that lemon is a hot topic right now, and he's a whole train wreck. Okay, so why not, get some firsthand knowledge of what's going on over there? The same way Pizarro was doing, the same way a whole lot of people was doing. But see, Ness wasn't gonna be able to stomach that. She's like, oh hell no. Okay, and since like I said, she was controlling lemon, and that's not gonna happen. She was not gonna be able to abide by that. Okay. So that's why they had the little conversation on the phone. So by the time she hit the link, of course she's going to derail the whole conversation. Okay? Child, please. I didn't want to get on her video this morning and try to make it seem like I don't know why they always talking about my family. I don't know why they always trying to talk about me, but I'm not worried about it. That's why I'm using this tone, and I'm gonna do my content over here on the backup channel now. Blah blah blah. Yeah, because you want to hear everybody else panel and wreak havoc to the point that Limit had to take down that video he did last night. Okay, because you didn't want it to get struck, and if you did ask him to take it down, why? Because you didn't want nobody to hear how ratchet and unhinged you was over there when it came to Jay Wilson, okay? And if you didn't take it down, he had to take it down anyway, because like somebody said, it was the trigger words. And then Jay Wilson was upset because he said Lemon kept telling him not to talk about Ness's child, but Jay Wilson said that he was talking about her parenting skills, and all of this and all that. So she gets on her channel this morning, and wanting to play victim because people still, talking about, her situation with her progeny or whatever, right? Which she don't care about it. I don't know why they keep talking about that. Y'all would get more of a reaction out of her talking about her cat as opposed to talking about her progeny. I don't know why y'all keep focusing on that. Okay. Child, please. Right. So anyway, um, so all of that happened, but I just wanted to tell y'all why it was really going on. I don't even think Jay Wilson, did you even realize what was going on yourself? Honey, that was personal. She is obsessed with you. She been obsessed with you since Craig. And like I said, it's getting uncomfortable at this point in time. And I can't believe y'all didn't see that. Like, are we looking at the same things on YouTube? Like what is really going on here? Okay. And she talking about, support and all of this and all of that. Okay, cause you got your little group of supporters up there, your little crew, right? That you done finessed in the support you. Y'all, she done said on her video this morning, I don't know if y'all heard it. That she done said she got a family on YouTube, right? She got her family, but she done grew a support system. Her support system is her people on YouTube. I said, no, this heifer didn't. Your support is the people on YouTube, and your little dusty, stinking, nasty, disgusting ass can't stand nobody on YouTube. But that's your support. That's your YouTube family. That's who you go to support. That's who you go to lift you up, to keep you going. It's your YouTube family. I said, baby, is this what she be telling them? Is this the finesse? She don't finesse them into thinking they are her online support system. So instead of you begging out loud, you go behind the scenes to your people and they help support you. Is that what you're saying? I'm just asking for a friend. You know what I mean? Chad didn't come back out and try to mention what Jay Wilson got going on over there or what Pizarro got going over there. But you doing the same thing. It's just in the background. You finessing in the background by telling these people they're your online family. They're your support system. You ain't no different from Jay Wilson or Pizarro while you was over there trying to talk this morning, and then you had the nerve to try to make it seem like your ass was innocent over there. You get on these other channels and show out and try to have it cleaned up on your channel. But now you want to use the backup channel to, I guess, to try to roast and gag with, and then you talking about something. But I'm not. I don't even want that energy and all of this and all that. Why they worried about me? Because I'm not in that space, girl. You is a lie. You is the bitterest, most hateful, disgusting. You and Dragons, because y'all about in the same boat. Person over here. Okay? Always trying to call somebody out. The reason why they don't like you, BitterNess, is because you got the unmitigated gall as well. Okay? You got the unmitigated gall as well to be saying some of the things that you saying. Girl, you are happy because you are adulting at your big old age. You just now adulting at your big old age to the point to where you want to try to call somebody else out. Okay? You scratching and surviving just like some Pizarro. Okay? And you scratching and surviving just like a whole lot of these people around here, honey. Okay? Even to the point to where you got your finesses in the background supporting you. Honey, BitterNess, hypnotic BitterNess. Okay, BitterNess. Okay. Can't stand nobody on here because they remember all the stuff that you came over here and shared and you wanted to go away. Did nobody make you share that information with the peoples? And no, this YouTube, it ain't never gonna go away. They ain't never gonna stop talking about it. Okay? Right, keep your head above water. No, you did hypnotic. They not never gonna stop talking about it, okay? And half of them can't stand your raggedy, dusty ass anyway, girl. Okay? But you can't help yourself. And then half the time when you telling them to do all this and y'all trash and y'all this and all that, y'all know the words that she be calling people. She really is talking about herself. And Pizarro said on Jay Wilson's that she don't like nobody to bring up her progeny because it reminds her of, I guess, her past, or her past and it's people just not catching on to that. Okay, but anyway, uh Pizarro said it reminds her, of her past or whatever, the experience, that she had, while she was taking care of, her little one, her progeny or whatever. That's what Pizarro said, right? So, but anyway, I don't know if it's true or not. And why wouldn't it be true? But whoever knows. But anyway, uh, a child, it's just the whole thing is just weird. Okay. But BitterNess, Craig don't like nobody because Craig don't like Craig's self. That's why Craig had to come on here as somebody else. Okay, BitterNess had to come on here as Craig, because all the stuff that BitterNess had shared, the whole outside sleeping like a dog, okay, like a domesticated animal, okay, shared all of that, coming on here with the pimps and being a hoe, the whole thing. A lot of the old people talk, it ain't never gonna go away. Anyway, BitterNess. See, the problem with some people on YouTube is they lack accountability, right? Why would you come out over here and be so naive, is or so lonely? And people, you know what? Let me tell you this. I really believe it when she feel like she ain't got nobody but YouTube. I don't think she got no friends or nothing else. And she telling the truth, uh up to a point when she's saying that her YouTube people is her support system, right? Because I don't think that she has any friends or anything else, right? She gotta have somebody to talk to. Okay. And while you're talking about Pizarro on here all the time, child, you are too. You are just on other people's channels, okay? Hey, little Brit. You know, But you really can't get mad. You're not taking no accountability. You are the one that gave people the ammunition. Okay, you are the one that gave people the ammunition that they are using on you, which is your past, because you didn't have to come out here and overshare. You did that. Now, she is not the only one, okay, that feels bitter because they've overshared. She's not the only one. All right. But that's what happens when you come on here thinking that I guess you feel like you're going through something and YouTube is gonna help you, or the people that you in the chat is gonna help you or whatever. No, it ain't gonna be that way. Okay, this is pure chaos over here. Okay, why would you ever think that people come on here because they're lonely, and find themselves in a online Negro spiritual? Okay, and this is the new church. This is the new black church. Every time you turn around, the collection plate going around for something. Okay. Okay, little black. Yeah, please worry about on it. Anyway, y'all hit the like button. Please share the video if you can. How many likes do I have? It's a wrong move to do. They come on here and overshare. And then you want to blame everybody else because you want to make it go away. Don't honey, they're never going to let you forget. Okay? That's right. Keep your business to yourself. All right? Keep your business to yourself. So anyway, but you overshared a long time ago. Right? Even you're oversharing now. You know. That's how Jay Wilson was throwing them daggers at you that he was throwing. Okay? You know. And so anyway, but like I said, there's some Florida people, child. There's something wrong with these Florida people on here. I don't know what it is or what they got going on or whatever. And then she told me, I moved away from that situation. But girl, you still got that Florida finesse mentality. Okay? You still got the. It's just like they say you can move the. You can move You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, or you can move a person out the hood, but you can't move the hood out the person. Ain't that what they say, or something like that? You know, it's that kind of. Oh, I got 79. Oh, I almost got 100 likes. Thank you, channel. Is that Sandra? It's that type of situation going on. Okay, child, please. Mm-hmm. Did you say you was gonna come on 2026 and be a nicer person? Honey, no, you still bitterness, okay? You still bitterness, child. With your over controlling insecure ass. Okay, girl. But anyway, be killing me. It be the unmitigated gall of some of these people, okay? That's why I'm talking about this right now. Now I'm a Florida girl, born and raised. We are well, you're right. That's why I preface it with not everybody from Florida. That's what I said, Lady Gia. But a lot of these people have the same characteristics these Florida people on here. Not everybody. I don't know everybody from Florida, but the one that's come on here are the same. Have the same grimy mentality. Some of them, right? Like you said, hold up, you're a Florida girl and you ain't like that. Okay. If the shoe don't fit, don't put it on. But some of these content creators that are from Florida exhibit the same type of behaviors. Okay. And I'm talking about Jay Wilson as well. All right, child. I'm just saying. Cause you know what I mean? A view is is she really? Can't stop. Nosebleed. I hope you feeling I hope you get the feeling better, view. Goodness. But yeah. But anyway, I just had to hip you out of what was going on with bitterness over there, right? I don't like to talk about bitterness because it'd be the like I said, it'd be the unmitigated God for me. Did everybody love a train wreck? Let me just say this right now. You know what I mean? They going about and what are they going about bragging that it's a new factor in town, and the new factor in town is oh, and what is going on with KRN? Not KRN, but Kyos and what is his name? Kyos and uh Lord, I can't think of the man's name. Uh O.D.S. They seem to be getting heated up. Okay. Oh, Lil Blake is speaking of himself. Oh, okay. Well, Lil Blake, I hope you feel better, baby. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. Oh, you said okay, I read that wrong. You back in the hospital. You can't stop your nose from bleeding. Try to high blood pressure in a joke. High blood pressure is one of the top killers. Illnesses that kill black men. It's high blood pressure, prostate cancer, and a couple of them. But high blood pressure is the number one silent killer when it comes to black men. You know, you need a heart transplant. Oh my God, I'm praying for you. God bless you. I didn't know that. Mm-mm. Oh wow. Oh wow. Sorry about that. Thank y'all for telling me. I could spit O.D.S name out. Okay. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with them two right now. I don't even know where that started. Yeah, I didn't know he needed a transplant view. God bless you. God bless you. Mm. Child. Daughter said Dobie. She done named the Dobie, Pizarro, Brianna, J. Wilson, on site April, out Florida. Right. I wondered too what's happening there. No offense. Exactly. That's why I was like, honey, are they breathing in too much salt water? Like, what's really going on? Okay. Mm. Hell, when the other guy doesn't go live, what other guy don't go? Oh, you talking about Kyle? Yeah, they having that whole drama of Kyle's on Kyle's wall, and O.D.S responded, in his lives, and just it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know why it's heating up. I don't even know how it originated, but I mean, you know what I mean? It's something. It's something worth talking about. Anyway, oh my goodness, I'm running late. Y'all, I really gotta go. Let me talk about this before I leave though, right? Um, what did I say on that last little bit of my life? Who's your mommy now? Let me tell y'all something. This was another thing that's making me start to feel uncomfortable, right? Her ability to change her voice in a way that no one could detect was a talent. Well, I mean, when it comes to bitterness, she is a whole ball of wasted talent. Okay, and she is another one that don't want to take accountability for how her life has turned out. And she's not the only one. Like she is not the only one. People don't want to take accountability. You sitting in the position that you're in right now because of you at the end of the day. Okay? Child. Bitterness always complains about the hot blistering Miami sun due to her skin. Now, I don't even know if that's true or not, but I did hear that. I did hear about that coming from Half Pint Raw or something like that, right? So anyway, let's talk about Half Pint Raw real fast, right? So true, it's about accountability. Yes, it is. Soon as you'll be able to become accountable, especially if you are an adult, when you realize that it starts and ends with you, you'll be able to make the changes that you need to make, right? And that's just this real. It's not no shade. It's just the truth. Okay? Accountability is key when it comes to all aspects of your life. Right? You got to be able to keep it real with yourself at the end of the day. And that's just a dream. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. And that's just not just bitterness. It's just really for everybody. Just in general. It's just one of them little gems I be dropping. Okay? So anyway, I want to talk about the reason why I got in my title, Who's Your Mommy Now, right? Because Half Pint Rod and Trish had a very interesting, conversation on Trish's panel, the other night. And I'm like, oh my God. And I heard it through the grapevine. I had to go listen to it myself. And I'm like, why in the world is he giving that kind of analogy? Him and Lemon is in competition with each other, even when it came to Trish. Okay, I don't know if y'all heard that, but it was real weird to me, right? He gave the analogy. Okay, Trish was over there showing off those thumbnail things that she had made for Lemon. So he's on the link. I guess him and Trish is cool too. I think he be wanting people to choose between him and Lemon, but him and Lemon is in some competition. And Lemon feel the same way, really, but he be trying to keep it cool. When it come to Half Pint Raw, right? And so he's saying, well, it's just like if you had two sons, and I was one son and Lemon was the other one, and blah blah this and blah blah that. And Trish was like, "Whoa, where did that come from?" Right? I was like, "Child, where did it come from as well?" I was like, "Mommy issues much, abandonment issues much. Like people be telling too much. You've been saying too much, and you don't know what you be saying. And then the day after that, the morning after that, I see Half Pint Rod hitting Jay Wilson's chat to go off on people. He hit O.D.S panel to go off on people. Now was it somebody else? And of course, YouTube cameras, the African Herbrators panel, to go off on people. You know what I mean? I'm like, what in the world? But you really are still like you crashing out, like you losing it. Worried about people's support, how they support, especially if they support you and Lemon both. You want them to make a choice. You want Lemon to, what him and Ness, like I said, they should have stayed together because they are very obsessive people, controlling people, insecure people, and they make people feel uncomfortable. I can only imagine how they make them feel in real life. Okay, child, I don't see how Lemon did not think that the banner. Yeah, this one was a banner Trish made for him. With the one eye out was not an it's he's an absolute child. I don't even know. I seen them banners. I was like, oh Lord, is she okay? Child, it's an analogy, a smile, a metaphor for I know Half Pint Raw, but it was what was behind the analogy. Okay? That's what made her cringe. That's what made her uncomfortable. Okay? I'm just saying. It was your metaphor for a good reason, child. But okay, child. All right. I'm just saying. He want to be accepted at the same time saying he don't. Well, you can't get mad because you have to, like I said, accountability, right? So if you're coming into the sector and you want to be accepted, why are you offending everybody? Okay? You offended everybody because you're not giving them time to warm up to you because you're too busy insulting them. Like, how is that going to work? Make it make sense. A lot of these people need to log out right and get some serious therapy. Exactly. And that pretending to not remember is awful while we all listening to exactly. But like I said, some of these people that they whole weirdos. It make you feel uncomfortable. Okay, because everybody's not stupid. Okay, now I realize that common sense is not very common around here. Okay, but some of us do have common sense and discernment. Okay, and we can see behind the words. Okay, and then half pint raw, and I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. But half pint raw, let me tell you this: if you want to be a participant in the worshiping of Machiavellianism, is which I think that's where you are in your life right now. How you gonna be a part of the dark triad and be so sensitive at the same damn time? If you all about self and manipulating to your own good, and your narcissism and all of this and all of that, how are you going to successfully be a part of the dark triad? How you going to have a dark triad mentality and be so sensitive at the same damn time? I'm just saying, you don't want to put it on your page. It's just something to think about. Cause see, here's the thing. Half pint raw. Here's what made me focus on you a little bit. Like I told you the other day, I hate to start focusing on people because I have to start breaking it down, right? And so, because you are not stupid, and because you're not, right? But here's the thing: I don't think that you realize that there are those of us that have the ability to question your metaphors. I'm gonna put it that way, right? Machiavelli had the dark triad mindset. Now, have you not studied it? Because we studied Machiavellianism in school. Okay, do you know what the dark triad is? So, if you know what the dark triad of that mentality is, then you would absolutely know that Machiavellian has everything. Machiavellianism and the dark triad mindset has everything to do with narcissism. Everything. Okay. Now, you might want to go back and do some more research. Okay. You can't come out here half sharing what you see as knowledge and you're not all the way educated on the subject. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't straddle the fence. Either you are or you're not. Thank you, Victoria. That's all I'm saying. Now go look up that dark triad mindset and then come back and talk to me. Okay? You referencing the prince, but you're also, but see, there's the thing. If you're referencing the prince, then you misunderstand the mindset of the prince. I read the book in high school, okay, and we broke down Machiavellianism in college. That's what I'm telling you. I'm just saying. You and if you're just talking about the book, you're missing the whole concept of the book. That's all I'm saying. I think that he is, and I wish that he could get it worked out. Like I really do. Hey, Miss Lee. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you're into Machiavellianism, then you will know what a dark triad mindset is. You will know what I'm talking about, honey. Now I realize it's been a lot of years since I've been in school, but still. Poor Ching Ching, everyone is a dumb. Right. Right. Some of us has lived longer and he just exactly. He's definitely got some learning to do. Okay. Especially when you bring your tail over here. Okay. Child, Machiavellianism is a personality trait. Thank you, characterized. Oh, somebody went and found the definition. Pay attention. Machiavellianism is a personality trait characterized by manipulative, deceitful, and self-serving behavior, often involving a cynical view of others and a belief that the ends justify the means. And thank you for going to find that definition, Edna, because that definition is on point. So when I say that if you are, agree with a Machiavellian mindset, then you're agreeing that then you're a narcissist, right? Because isn't that what we're talking about down in this definition? And when I talk about the dark triad, that is because of the mindset. That is what we studied in school. Now I don't know how far you want to go with this, but I go there. I don't assume I know everything. I don't. I learned the day you stop learning, is the day you in for a rude awakening. Okay, I'm just saying. I see Machiavelli as different. Why the two? Why the Tupac David? So you talking about the? Oh, so you're really not talking about a Machiavellianism. You're not really talking about the mindset. You're talking about the Tupac album. Oh, you want to say compare yourself to Tupac, not really compare yourself to Machiavelli? Is that what you're saying? It's not about narcissism, it's about self governance. Well, yeah, I have to disagree. Okay. It is to a point. You know what? I don't disagree. But it's still a very demented form of self governance. One day people are going to realize it's so many people around here that has knowledge, right? We just don't watch. We just watch the BS, right? Yeah, but a lot of people around here are just educated. Some folks just don't say nothing. They see so much validation on YouTube, right? We can go further, and one day, if you would like to have a serious conversation, we can. We just don't have time to do it today, because Lord have mercy. We come from all types of walks of life, right? Right. See, you can't always assume you're the smartest apple in the barrel. Because sometimes people will question what it is that you say, or what it is that you put on your community wall, or whatever it is, whatever mindset that you think you have. Now, once again, when it comes to a dark triad mindset, I can agree that up to a point you do fit that description somewhat, but you a little soft. But when it comes to the grimy part of the situation, you got that grimy down. So it's you against the world. That's what okay, so you're talking about the album, okay? You're talking about the album. See, I thought that in all your educational endeavors, you were speaking about Machiavelli and the mindset. Chad, I didn't know you was talking about the Tupac album. Okay. Oh my. Y'all, let me get over here. Oh my God. Woo. Even when you have that conversation, uh Shakim know your stuff, because Miss Olivia will child, I be trying not and and child, he is trolling you now. Is that what he doing? I hope so. I hope he ain't talking about that damn album. Bye bye. I did not even put two and two together. That is so basic. I can't take that seriously. Anyway, y'all, I have to get out. I hate I have to go, okay? But I really do have to go. I got something I gotta do. Right. The right lady Tia Tupac. I'm like, wait, what? I cannot. I don't even know how to I don't even know how. Okay, I just referenced the book, which inspired to Tupac album. Are you okay? So you just referenced? No, I'm not okay. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not okay. No, child Tupac. No, I'm not. I'm not laughing at Tupac. I'm laughing at the way uh evidently your mind works. But hey, okay. To each his own. But look, guess what? I hope you actually garnered some information, as a matter of fact, via this conversation, because clearly some things were discussed that you had no idea of if you were referencing, if you were simply referencing the Tupac album. Okay? I hope that you have gained some understanding and a couple of the things, a couple of these things discussed, or you could go do some research on them. Okay, so take this as use this. I'm sorry, as a learning tool. Okay, I had no idea that you were talking about Tupac's album. Okay, child. Oh my God, I gave you more credit than that, but YouTube never ceases to amaze. Okay. And I wasn't trying to laugh at it, but my God, like really only being that basic right now. But okay. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. I really have to get off of here. But look, I hope that y'all have. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video. Y'all know I don't come down as much as I should, but I'm gonna try to get back into it, child. But sometimes it be so low vibrational around here, and the stuff is so stupid to where, child. I don't know. I don't be knowing sometimes, y'all. Sometimes the stuff is so remedial that it's hard for me to even come and do a video and talk about it. Okay, he thought he was smart. He changed his mind quick. Tupac, thank you, Red Vance. That's what I'm thinking too, Red Vance. I ain't gonna lie. Did he swerve that? He swerved it, right, Red Vance? Okay. Well, you can let this giggle carry you the rest of the day. Thank you, Ed.